This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how the Funchess is free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, 77 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Julius Peppers able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And now running right through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's go. Let's finish now. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Prescott now. Flush to his right. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball this season.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. And he's going to go down again. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down.
Here we go.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Newton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. First down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go, get out. Get out.
And again, it's Prescott. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 26 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And caught left side, Olsen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there. Right? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Newton to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 30 yards there.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Newton. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now Newton. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Now a death, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. One last shot now for Prescott. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed the head coach before the game that said, this is where our kicker is good from today. This is where he feels confident, because that might be the absolute mark that tells us, okay, maybe we have to run more offense because maybe he doesn't feel good about kicking it from this distance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I'm gonna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Matthews, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. They
run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Eagles trotting back out there. You had their game last week against Carolina. What a disappointing loss for Philly to drop them to 3-4. What happened? They were up 17 points.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? And the problem for them, besides blowing the lead, which we'll get to in a second, they didn't score enough when they had the opportunity. They got 17 points, but they had an opportunity really for like 27, which would have really put them out there. But instead, they left Carolina an opening, and they took it. The Eagles are now only the 4th team in the Super Bowl era to lose a game. They led 17-0 or better in the 4th quarter at home. And what a tough one for them. Now, Carson Wentz had a great game throwing the ball. 30 of 37, 310 yards, 2 touchdowns, but ended up having a fumble on the last play of the game. And that ended it, and Carolina won the ball game.
And the Super Bowl champs under 500. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Now he'll let it go deep down the left. And got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
There we go. Back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out come the Falcons now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Play action. Ryan. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Chris Long coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Now he's flushed out left. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. It's Ryan. Able to shake him off. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll go deep. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Flushed out right. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is gonna be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 78 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time, because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Derek Shelby able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the kick by Elliott is good. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the security point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. On play action, it's Wentz.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
He tried a 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out 1st downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will get him 1 closer. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, what a move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Hey, empty.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tech McKinley coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 42 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Hey, ram.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Now Ryan on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Michael Bennett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Hey, Tuesday.
On second down, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in. Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Third and long. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Mike Bennett. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. They'll roll him out right. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down. Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown. But I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he? Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On play action, Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty. after the interception. Here's Ryan. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Ryan back into his end zone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And some room to work. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. 23 yards on the play.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half?
And now here's another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. They find some open field here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. Eluding the pressure right. And complete to Zach Ertz. He got 29 yards that time.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback.
Bobbled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. They begin the drive with Coleman. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Ryan now to throw on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over first and goal. Now, after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jordan Hicks in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. On second down, here's Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 92 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, CD taking a peek at some of the injuries from around the league in Week 7. We did have a few. Quan Alexander on that Bucs defense went down with an injury. They'll be monitoring Sony Michel in New England. Now, remember, they already lost Jeremy Hill, Rex Burkhead out of that backfield, so a couple injuries to note.
Certainly, and Quan Alexander in the middle of the Tampa Bay defense, which was already struggling. They may not get him back the rest of the season. Sony Michel, they're hoping to get him back after a few weeks. Albert Wilson in Miami has made big plays all season long, has a hip injury. That could cost him some serious time, if not the season. LaShawn McCoy.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions. that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Ryan looking deep for Julio. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. This is Coleman, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Hey, let's go.
They will run again with Coleman. And some room to roam now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that is incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Michael Bennett able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now it's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 53 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just...
He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
I like when birds come out. Sounds like I see it in there. I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bet on bet. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan.